Today we're going to talk about linear equations and inequalities in one variable. The learning competencies are solve problems involving algebraic expressions, differentiate algebraic expressions, equations, and inequalities, illustrates linear equation and inequality in one variable, and find the solutions of learn linear equations or inequality in one variable. In the previous lesson, you translate verbal phrases to mathematical symbols, which become an algebraic expression. In grammar, a phrase that does not express a complete thought only sentence does. Similarly, in mathematics, a mathematical phrase or expression does not express a complete thought only mathematical sentence does. So what is a mathematical sentence in mathematics? It is called a linear equations or a mathematical equation or a mathematical inequality. Mathematical sentence makes use of relational symbols like equal, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to. If mathematical sentence uses equal sign, then it is an equation. Otherwise, it is an equality. So a mathematical sign uses or a mathematical equation uses equal sign because it is an equation. It means that they are equal. It is equal. While inequality uses other than equal sign. So greater than, less than or equal, greater than or equal. Word problems can be solved if you will translate it into an equation or inequality. An equation is a mathematical sentence that shows two equal expressions. For example, 3x plus 5 is equal to 20 is an equation. It means that 3x plus 5 is equal to 20. So 3x plus 5 is 20. So it must be equal to the right side of an equation, which is 20. So 3x plus 5 should be equal to 20. 3x plus 5 is 3x plus 5 equals to 20 is an example of a linear equation in one variable. Linear equation is in the form of ax plus b is equal to c, where a, b, and c are real numbers and a should not be equal to 0. So 3x plus 5 is a linear equation in one variable. It is in one variable because the only variable is x. Kapag may y, it is not a linear equation in one variable, but it should be a linear equation in two variables. An equation may either be true or false. 8 plus 2 is equal to 10 is a true equation since ang 8 plus 2 is really equal to 10. So if 8 plus 1 is equal to 10, this is a false equation. It should not be equal to 10. So this is not true. So 2x plus 5 is equal to 15 is an equation that can either be true or false depending on the value of x. There is only one value of x that will make this equation true. So 2x plus 5 is equal to 15. So ano yung number? X represents a number na kapag i-times mo sa 2 plus mag-plus ka ng 5, the answer is 15. Again, x represents a number na kapag i-times mo sa 2 plus mag-plus ka ng 5, ang answer is equal to 15. So, what should be the number? I think it is 5 because 2 times 5 is 10 plus 5 is equal to 15. So, ang x dito is equal to 5. So, ang x nire-represent niya si 5. An inequality is a mathematical sentence that shows two unequal quantities. One might be greater or less than the other. If 5 is greater than 1 is a true inequality. But if 5 is less than 1, it is not true because ang 5 hindi mas maliit sa 1. 2x plus 1 is less than 10 may be true or false depending on the value of x. More than one value of x can make the inequality true. So, for example, 2x plus 1 is less than 10. So, let x be equal to 1. So, kapag x is 1, so magiging 2 times 1 plus 1 less than 10. So, kapag 2 times 1, it's 2 plus 1, it's 3. 3 is less than 10. True or false? So, true. Pwede rin 0. Kapag 0, 2 times 0 plus 1. So, 2 times 0 plus 1 is 0. Kasi 2 times 0 is 0 plus 1 is 1. And 1 is less than 10. So, pwede x is equals to 1, x is equals to 0. So, actually, there are many values which you could represent or substitute x so that this equation would be true. Meron ring mga equations, mga values na kapag i-substitute mo, it will make the inequality false. For example, 2x plus 1 is less than 10. Kapag gawin mo itong let x be equal to 10. So 2 times 10, so magiging 2 times 10 plus 1. So 2 times 10 plus 1 is 20. Plus 1, 21. Is it less than 10? So this is false kasi kung ang bibig nito nasa mas malaki. So 21 mas malaki, so baliktad siya. So this is false. So you may have to interpret or translate word problem correctly to be able to solve problems or inequality. Solve equations or inequality. So for us to be able to solve the problems, we need to understand it first so that we could translate it into the right equation. And right equations, we need to solve the equation right so that we get the correct answer. So for example, the sum of 3 consecutive integers is 57. This is the problem, and we're going to look for the 3 consecutive numbers. So what do you mean by consecutive? Sunod-sunod. So tatlo daw magkasunod-sunod na number. Kapag i-plus mo daw sila, the answer is 57. So you could try this by trial and error. Pwede mong mag-try ka ng tatlong magkasunod-sunod number, i-plus mo, the answer should be 57. But in here, we're going to solve problems algebraically. So example, of the first number is 1, the second number is 2, the third number would be 3. This is magkasunod-sunod na number, 3 consecutive number. What if yung pinakaunang number is x? Kasi hindi natin alam yung first number. So we're going to represent let x be the first number. So the first number would be x. So ibig sabihin yung pinakaunang number is x. So if 1 ang first number, how did we get 2? So anong ginawa natin sa 1 para mag 2? What we did is nag-add ka ng 1. So x plus 1. So dito 1 plus 1. Dito naman 1 plus 1 plus 1 or 1 plus 2. So dito ang sunod na number is x plus 2. After is x plus 3, x plus 4. So pero, ang kailangan lang is 3 consecutive integers. So, the first 3 consecutive integers is x, x plus 1, at saka x plus 2. So, if you're going to encounter problems, you're going to look for 3 consecutive integers. Usually, the variables or na gagawin is x, x plus 1, and x plus 2. Itong mga variables na gagamitin. Next, the sum of 3 consecutive integers is 57. Sum means plus. So, ibig sabihin kung i-plus mo daw itong tatlong number, ang answer daw is 57. Usually, kapag may is, it means equal. So, the sum of 3 consecutive integers, so the 3 consecutive integers is x, x plus 1, at saka x plus 2 is 57. The sum. So, i-plus mo yung tatlo, is 57. So here it is, x plus 1 plus x plus 2 is equal to 57. Or x plus 1 plus x plus 2 is equal to 57. Kailangan na lahat ng may x may iwan dito sa left side, ang lahat ng walang x dito sa right side. So sa x, may x siya. So maiiwan siya dyan. Plus x, may iwan rin siya kasi may x siya. Si plus 1, ilipat mo siya dito sa kabila. So if you're going to transpose positive 1, you're going to change the sign, it will become negative 1. Or you could use the addition property of equality where you're going to add plus negative 1, yung additive inverse niya, plus negative 1, mag-plus ka rin dito ng negative 1. However, if you're just going to use transpose, kapag i-transpose mo isang number, kapag positive siya, it will change sign maging negative. Kapag negative naman, magiging positive. Next is plus x. Plus x, hindi mo siya ililipat kasi may x. Next, plus 2, ililipat mo siya kasi wala siyang x. So, positive 2, magiging negative 2. Next, dito naman tayo sa right side. 57, are you going to transpose this or not? Not, kasi wala siyang x. So, mananatili siya dito sa right side. So, you're going to put plus 57 because 57 is positive. And hindi dapat lalagyan mo siya ng plus kasi magiging 257 na yan, which is wrong. So, x plus x plus x ibig sabihin nito may x, may 1 sa dyan. So, isang x, dagdagan ng isang x, dagdagan pa ng isang x. So, 3x is equal to negative 1 minus 2 plus 57. Negative 1 minus 2 is negative 3 plus 57 is positive 54. Or 57 minus 1 minus 2 is 54. Divide both sides by 3. The answer would be equal to, i-divide mo both sides by 3 kasi ang x, katabi niya si 3. So, para mawala si 3, divide mo siya ng, para mawala si 3, divide mo siya ng 3. Kung mag-divide ka dito ng 3, dapat divide ka rin dito sa kabila ng 3. And the answer here is 5 divided by 3, 1. So, 3, 24, 18. So, x is equals to 18. So, the first number is 18. Kasi yung x, di ba, yung first number natin kanina, x plus 1 yung sunod. So, ang x plus 1 is equal to 18 plus 1, which is equal to 19. Tapos, the last number is equal to x plus 2. So, the third number is x plus 2, which is 18 plus 2, 20. So, the three consecutive numbers is 18, 19, at saka 20. Or, simply, diba, alam mo naman yung first number, 18. So, you know na next to 18 is 19, next is 20. To check, 18, 19, 20, kung i-add mo dapat sila, the answer should be 57. 8 plus 9 is 17. Tapos 1 plus 1 plus 2 is equal to 1 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 57. So our answer is correct. So the three consecutive integers whose sum is 57 is 18, 19, and 20. Next. The next problem would be a problem on age. So si Angel daw is twice the age of Gideon 5 years ago. The sum of their ages is 35. So you can represent the ages in tabular form. So first one, we're going to represent, let x be the age of Gideon now. So si Gideon, ang edad niya ngayon is x. So kasi hindi natin alam yung age ni Gideon, so we're going to represent it by x. So we know na kapag ang age ni Gideon now is x, ang age niya 5 years ago is x minus 5. Kasi alam mo kung age mo ngayon 16, para malaman mo yung edad mo 5 years ago, bawasan mo yun lang ng 5, yung 16. So, yung edad mo 5 years ago is 11. So, x minus 5. Next, according to the problem, the Angel's age is twice the age of Gideon 5 years ago. So, Angel's age now is twice the age of Gideon 5 years ago. So according to the problem, Angel's age is twice the age of Gideon 5 years ago. So ibig sabihin, ang edad ni Angel ngayon is twice the age of Gideon 5 years ago. So now, this is wrong. Now daw, ang edad ni Angel is twice the age of Gideon 5 years ago. So ang edad ni Gideon 5 years ago is 2x minus 5 or x minus 5. So times 2 niyan, edad niyan ni Angel ngayon. So 2x minus 5 is the age of Angel. So 2x minus 5 is the age of Angel kasi times mo ito siya ng 2 kasi twice daw nito is the age of Angel now. So the age of Angel now is 2x minus 5. So this is Angel. And ang edad ni Gideon is x. Now, kasi ang sabi daw, the sum of their ages now is 35. So, kailangan mo yung mga edad nila ngayon. So, ang edad naman ni Gideon is x. So, x. Kung i-plus mo daw yan dalawa, the answer is 35. So, the answer is 35 if you're going to add their ages. So, if you're just going to add x plus 2, quantity x minus 5 is equal to 35. So x, solve x, distribute 2 times x, 2x, 2 times 5, it's negative 10. If you notice, I erased nandito kasi mali yun. And we don't need here the age of Angel 5 years ago in order to solve the problem. So we don't need to solve for this one to put it. But you can put ito here, ito minus mo lang ng 5 is equal to 35 in here. So, proceed. X plus 2x, x plus 2x, may iwan sila dito kasi mga positive, yung may x sila. Si 35, may iwan rin siya dito kasi wala siyang x. Si negative 10, ililipat mo siya dito, magiging positive 10 siya. Kasi, if you're going to transpose it in here, ang negative magiging positive. X plus 2x is equals to 3x. Kasi kapag x lang, ibig sabihin may 1 plus 2, 3x is equals to 35 plus 10 is equal to 45. Divide both sides by 3. X is equal to 45 divided by 3 is equal to 15. Ibig sabihin, ang edad ni Gideon ngayon is 15 years old. 5 years ago, it is 10. Tapos ang edad ni Angel is 2 times 10. Kasi twice the age of Gideon 5 years ago. So it's 20. So edad ngayon ni Gideon is 15. The age of Angel is 20. Kasi 2 times 10. Or simply 2x minus 5. Diba? Ito yung edad ni Angel. So alam natin na x is 15. So 15 minus 5. 2 times 10, kasi 15 minus 5 is 10, 2 times 10 is 20. So this is the age of Angel. So to have it in a complete sentence, the age of Gideon now is 15, while the age of Angel is 20. The next problem is all about rate. So EJ drives her car 50 kilometers per hour. After 30 minutes, her father followed her, driving another car at 60 kilometers per hour. How long will it take for the father to be at the side of her daughter? So according to the problem, si EJ daw starts her car. So si EJ is a girl running at 50 kilometers per hour. After 30 minutes, ang daddy niya or ang father niya starts at the same starting point, followed her at 60 kilometers per hour. So how long daw na magkasabay na sila ng father niya? So remember that the formula for distance is equal to distance is equal to rate times time, where r is the rate of speed and t is the time. So in here we need to make a table. This is for EJ and father, rate times at saka distance. We know that distance is rate times time. So the rate of EJ is 50 and the rate of the father is 60 kilometers per hour. And then the time, we don't know the time, so we're going to put T as the time for EJ. Tapos after 30 minutes, ang father niya, it's started also. So T minus 1/2 kasi yung 30 minutes is 1/2 of an hour. So, yung time ni EJ is, kapag ang time ni EJ is T, ang time ng kanyang father is T minus 1/2 kasi he just followed the father after 30 minutes or he just followed EJ after 30 minutes. So, bawasan ng 30 minutes para yung time ng father. Halimbawa, kung 1 hour ito, ang travel lang ng father is 30 minutes. Kasi ang 1 hour, bawasan ng 30, it's 30 minutes. Next, if you're going to find the distance, distance is equals to rate times time. So, rate times time, 50t. Tapos, ito, for the father, distance rate times time is 60 times 1 t minus 1/2. So, this is the distance for the father. Now, there is a point where EJ and the father will be beside each other before he can overtake her. Therefore, they cover the same distance. So, ito siya. So, si EJ. So, ito, ang distance ni father. So, as you notice, the same lang yung travel, pero ang kaiba lang is time. The same lang yung distance, magkaiba yung rate at saka time. However, the distance are just the same. So, ibig sabihin, itong dalawa is equal. So, D1 is equal to D2. So, 50t is equal to 60t minus 1/2. So, because they are just equal, so 50t is equal to 60t minus 1/2. So, 50t is equal to distribute, i-times mo isa-isa. So, 60 times t is 60t, tapos minus 60 times 1/2 is 30. Kasi 60 times 1 is 60 divided by 2 is 30. Now, we're going to transpose 60 kasi may t siya. So, lahat ng may t, ilipat mo sa kabila or lahat ng may variables. Tapos, maiwan lang dito is negative 30. So, negative 30, you're not going to transpose it to the other side kasi wala siyang t. Next, 50 minus 60 is equals to negative 10t. So, negative 10t is equal to negative 30. Copy negative 30. Kasi kailangan na t lang dito. So, kailangan mong kunin sa negative 10. So, para makuha mo sa negative 10, you could cancel it. Mag-divide ka both sides by negative 10. Negative 10, negative 30 divided by negative 10 is positive 3. And cancel negative 10 in here, ang matira na lang si t. So, t is equals to 3. Ibig sabihin, yung time ni EJ is 3 hours. Ang time naman ng kanyang father is 3 minus 1 half. It's 2 and 1 half of an hour. To check, 50 times, we know that t is equal to 3, should be equal to 63 minus 1 half. So, 50 times 3 is 150. 60, 3 minus 1 half is equals to 2 and 1 half. 2 and 1 half or 2.5. Kasi 1 half diba is 0.5. So 60 times 2.5. 2.5 is multiplied by 60, 0. Tapos proceed in here. 6 times 5, 30. 6 times 2, 12 plus 3, 15. So 150. So they are the same. Equal sila, so this is correct. Problem number 4. The difference between 6 times the number and 8 is greater than 15. So the difference between 6 times the number and 8 is greater than 15. The difference between 6 times the number, because we don't know the number, so we're gonna make it as x. So x, 6 times the numbers is 6x and 8. The difference is minus. So 6x minus 8 is greater than 15. So this is the inequality. 6x minus 8 is greater than 15. 6x minus 8 is greater than 15. So if that is the inequality, we could solve it actually. So 6x minus 8 is greater than 15. So as 6x, ilipat mo sa 8 doon sa kabila. So 15 plus 8. So 6x should be greater than 23. 23 because 15 plus 8 is equal to 23. Tapos divide both sides by 6 para mawala si x. Mawala si 6. X should be greater than 23 over 6. So this is the answer for problem number 4. We'll proceed with problem number 5. Problem number 5 states that 10 divided by twice the number is less than 1/4. So 10 divided by twice the number is 2x, is less than 1/4. So 10 divided by, we use divide over as divided by so that it would be easier rather than this division. So 10 divided by 2x is less than 1/4. So to solve this, the first thing you're going to do is cross multiply. So ang 4 times mo sa 10, ang 2x times mo sa 1. So 10 times 4 is 40, less than 2x. Divide both sides by 2, 2, cancel, x now is equal to 20. So let's check. So ang x daw should be greater than 20. So what if, ano yung mga numbers na greater than 20? What? 30. So let x be 30. So checking. So 10 over 2 times 30 should be greater than 1/4. So 10 or less than 1/4. So 10 over 60. So 1/6 less than, or simplest form, simplified is 1/6 is 1/4. Is this true or false? Ang 1/6 ba mas maliit sa 1/4? This is true. So you can have as many as values as long as it is greater than 20, or 20 should be less than x, or x should be greater than 20. Next, Choi's monthly commission plus monthly salary of 15,000 is at most 20,000. So ang commission ni Choi because we don't know this, so let x plus monthly salary of 15,000 is at most. Ibig sabihin ng at most, yung pinakamalaki na value is 20,000. So, ang pinakamalaking value is 20,000. So, ibig sabihin, ito siya, ang commission niya sa salary must be less than or equal to 20,000 kasi yung pinakamalaki lang. So, the relational symbol is less than or equal. So, we know that this is the inequality. X plus 15,000 should be less than or equal to 20,000. So, transpose mo lang yung 15,000 kasi wala siyang x. So, 20,000 minus mo ng 15,000. Again, ilipat mo si 15,000 magiging negative 15,000. So, x should be less than or equal to 5,000. So, ang commission niya lang dapat is, ang pinakamalaki na commission niya na pwede is 50,000 or 5,000 pala. 5,000 para na total is 20,000 kasi hindi dapat maglampas yung salary niya plus commission to 20,000. So next, Elise score in 3 out of 4 quizzes in math are 80, 78, and 90. What score must she get on the 4th quiz to have an average of at least 85? So, kapag at least, kapag at most, it is less than or equal. Kapag at least, it should be greater than or equal. So, greater than or equal. So, ang average na daw, the first scores niya is 80, 78, at saka 90. Diba kapag kukuha ka ng average, i-plus mo yung 4, i-divide mo by 4 kasi 4 yung score niya. And we don't know the 4th score. Yun ang hinahanap natin. So, let x be the 4th score. Kasi yun ang hinahanap natin. Diba? Ang tinatanong is, what score must she get on the 4th quiz? So we don't know the score. So, let x be the score. Divided by 4 because 1, 2, 3, 4. So, to get an average, i-plus mo yung 4, i-divide mo by 4 kasi there are 4 data. Should be greater than or equal to 85 kasi at least 85. So to get the answer, cross multiply 80 plus 78 plus 90 plus x. We don't have anything to multiply in here kasi walang number sa ibaba nitong 85. So ito lang si 4 at saka si 85. 85 times 4 is equal to 20 carry 1 or 2. 4 times 8, 32 plus 2, 34, 340. Next, lahat ng walang x, ilipat mo sa kabila. 340 minus 80 minus 78 minus 90. X should be greater than or equal to 340 minus 80 minus 78 minus 90, it's 92. So, x should be greater than or equal to 92. Dapat ang maliit nilang score dito is 92 para makakuha siya ng average na 85 or more. Or at least 85. Pwede 93, 94, 95, 96, 97. Better kapag 100 ang kanyang score so that it would be greater than 85 or at least 85 yung score na. So that's how you're going to solve problems involving linear equations and equality in one variable. Thank you.